Hey everybody, what's going on? We're back this week with a rumored Disney Fortnite television show and a ton of DC Universe news.
Let's talk about this. What's going on, everybody? At the beginning of the week, we heard news that there was going to be a Fortnite TV show from Disney coming out. Thoughts?
For starters, I was excited. It made sense. The fact that Disney was supposedly behind it was threw me off a little bit.
With good reason.
But at the same time, Fortnite TV series, sure, I'd go with it.
Series.
It makes sense. But unfortunately, this was all a giant hoax done by a Disney parody Twitter page that initially posted Disney XD was picking up a Fortnite TV series. So when we heard about it, throughout the week. We kept up on it, trying to see if it was real. Weren't getting a lot of yes, it's real, no, it's not real. We weren't getting a definitive answer, and then literally, like within the last 20 hours, it's come out that it's not Disney XD, it was Disney XD. Yeah. It was a parody account. It's not a real show.
There was a lot of memes and stuff that I saw over the weekend. Faith in humanity lost, that kind of thing, but I think it could have been kind of neat.
It could have been. I don't know if Disney's the right property. I mean, Netflix. We've seen like the mock-up trailers for like the Overwatch Netflix show, and then I think Netflix would have been a great one to pick this up. Now maybe they might. This got enough talk. There's been enough talk that somebody ought to pick this up.
And I think it could be kind of cool because we were actually just talking last week about how the story of Fortnite is being told without actually being told.
Yeah.
And this would kind of give a voice to that story, and I think it'd be kind of neat to be able to play through. What I like about it in the game that it doesn't tell the story so much as it shows the story.
Yeah.
But I still like to know, what's going on from A to B, and I think that'd be kind of cool to.
And I think it could be more. It could be more of a comedy rather than be a serious.
Well, it'd have to be
show,
the superpowered golf carts. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they definitely had to make that a comedy for sure.
It would. They could do it. They could easily do it, and I'd be okay with it if they did.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
But moving on, we had so much. I know you guys are probably going to this whole episode pretty much. There's been so much DC Universe news over the week. We've got all kinds of things to talk about with this. The first starter is DC streaming service is going to be officially launching, and you are able to start pre-ordering the service, which I've never heard of a service being available for pre-order. I always thought the DC Universe streaming service would kind of not work, but they're getting ready to launch it, and they said it's going to be $7.99 a month for this service. It's going to have things like the Justice League cartoon, Batman Brave and the Bold. I think Batman Beyond's going to be on it. Plus the new Titans, which we just got a trailer for today, and
it looks epic.
It
really does.
Awesome.
Where's Batman? Fuck Batman.
Very surprised actually, because today was the first time I'd heard of it. He just told me about it today. But the trailer itself looked really, really good. I'm questioning a little bit on style for some of the things that are on there, but I do like the way the majority of it looks. I think this takes place a little bit after Robin's time with Batman.
Yeah.
From what we can tell.
What it looks like, yes.
And it's very much so an adult series as well.
Yeah,
R-rated.
They're taking a page out of Logan and Deadpool's book, and the Marvel Netflix series. They're going with more of a darker storyline, and it kind of looks like we're getting a mixture of the Dick Grayson story mixed with a little bit of Jason Todd, with how violent he gets.
Yeah.
And now we're not necessarily understanding. It didn't say in the trailer why he has split off from Batman. I mean, there's two different versions of it in the comic books. I believe there's one where Batman was responsible for Batgirl getting killed. He didn't let Dick intervene, and Robin was tired of always being in his shadow and him not listening to him. Now I think in this series we'll probably see him branch off from the Robin persona into Nightwing. I see that happening by the end of the first season.
I can see that easily.
We had seen some leaks of costumes over the last couple months, and I'm still going to say it. I'm okay with the way they're handling Beast Boy and the way he looks. I'm okay with the way they're doing Raven and the way she looks. Definitely okay with Robin. But one character I'm not very happy with the way they're doing the design is Starfire. And I just feel like they're trying too hard. They're trying too hard to... She looks like she's wearing a costume. Whereas with those other characters, you know, they look like they've made them... They've adjusted them for television. They've adjusted them for the movies now.
Yeah, well, Raven in particular, I thought it looked like her character kind of adapted to...
Yeah.
To the fact that her character adapted to the show.
Yes.
It looks very different. Like, the only interaction I ever had with like Teen Titans or anything like that was the show Teen Titans.
Yeah.
The one back earlier. And she looks very, very different from that one.
Yeah.
But it looks very cool as well. It almost looks like something
you can feel like it's the same character, though.
Yeah.
You can feel...
the story's there. I realized exactly who it was as soon as stuff started happening with her. I knew exactly who it was. And being able to recognize the character just from what's going on instead of them coming right out and saying, "Hey, this is Raven," just goes to show for me.
And I mean, you can tell who Starfire is. You can tell by the way she looks that it's Starfire. It's just it looks like they tried way too hard with her costume. I'm hoping they fix that a little bit, maybe tone it down. You don't want to look like you're doing cosplay when you're portraying a character.
Yeah, all the other characters just kind of show up in street clothes and that kind of thing. I didn't get a great look at Beast Boy. I mean, he's green, so he's gonna stick out either way. She's pink, but
Well, from what I've seen, he himself, whenever he's in normal street clothes, isn't green, but his hair is. But when by the looks of things from the trailer, it looks like when he gets ready to change into an animal, his skin turns that greenish tone, which I think is a good way to adapt the character. Okay. I also saves on budget. You're not going to be green 100% of the time. We don't have the budget for that. So I'm interested. Now they've said that this is not going to, at least in the first season, not going to cross over into the CW Arrowverse, which we're going to get to in a minute with some news that dropped with that. Now, I do think that if they'd be kind of goofy not to. I know CW shows, they get a lot of hate, but you can't deny the fact that the Arrowverse is way more popular and way more successful than the movies have been lately. So
in a big way.
Now, they don't necessarily have to cross over. I think this show could do fine on its own. I don't see a reason for them to have to do it, but I think it would
long term.
But I think a crossover would help the service, because you're going to get people that aren't subscribed to the service if it's going to be a streaming show see these characters on a show like The Flash or Arrow and be like, oh, I'm going to pay $7.99 to subscribe to that service.
Yeah,
so I think
at least just have them show up for a little while in one episode. I know that's a crossover, but a lot of them they come back and forth throughout the season. Just have one episode where they show up just to kind of tease the characters.
Well, it was a season 1 or season 2 of Arrow. We had Oliver talk about how he had a friend in Bloodhaven, and obviously it was a Dick Grayson reference. It was Robin, so I mean it would make sense for them to at least do a little bit of a crossover to hype this up. I mean, weirder things have happened in these shows, but moving on with more news in their DC Universe and Arrowverse, to be official. They are working on casting Batwoman. I've known about that for the last few months for the crossover with The Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. But they have said that they are also going to they are going to pick up a Batwoman standalone series, which I'm kind of excited for, but at the same time I'm kind of worried. I don't want them to handle it like they have been handling Supergirl. I get the, women are powerful movement. I understand all that. It works really well with the way they do it in Legends of Tomorrow with White Canary. But with Supergirl, sometimes I think they get a little too campy and cheesy, and Batwoman is a dark, gritty character. It's more similar to Arrow, which leads me to believe, because they're bringing on Batwoman, they might actually be finishing off Arrow with this season. There's been rumors of that. They've said they're filming this season like it's going to be the last season of the show. I'm a huge fan of Arrow. There's been some parts in some of the seasons I've not been happy with the way they've done things. I'm not a big, the whole Olicity thing, I'm not a big fan of that. But for the most part, I still really enjoy the show, and I'm really excited for this next season. But it does make me think, if they're bringing in another character, I mean, you got Black Lightning, you got The Flash, you got Supergirl, you got Legends of Tomorrow, you got Arrow, and now you're going to bring in Batwoman. That's 6 DC Universe shows on the same network. So I think
they're definitely picking their brand for sure.
Yeah, I think they're going to end up chopping. I think Arrow might be done for after this season. I don't want it to be. I really don't. Or even if they do end it, I hope they bring Stephen Amell back to portray Oliver in crossover episodes in the future. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But it's definitely exciting to see what they're going to do.
Yeah, they've done the show justice, I think. They've given it plenty of time to kind of run its course and do its own thing. So it's sad to see it go, but the majority of shows anymore kind of last somewhere in that 6 to 10 season range.
Yeah.
In a way, you know?
So I mean, you can't say the show isn't a success. I mean,
no, flat out success.
They got renewed. I mean, still, I think season 2 by far is still the best ever. But we've seen them lose the rights to use Deathstroke again. They've lost the rights to use him like 3 times. They brought him back for an amazing, like I think it was 2 or 3 episode arc last season.
He was one of my favorites.
And it was just Manu Bennett is just amazing at playing the character, and the fact that they let him have those awesome episodes, and everybody's like, "Oh, a series? Can we get a Deathstroke series?" I'm on board for that. But they said they've lost the rights to do a Deathstroke series and to even use the character anymore right now. So. Yeah, there's that, and but yeah, like I said, I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with Batwoman. I don't want them to, like, there was that episode of The Flash they did last season where, oh, woman power, and I mean, they shoved it down our throats to the point where it's obnoxious, and
yeah.
I'm okay with that message. I'm okay with you carrying off that message, and having an episode or a show, an entire series with a woman protagonist. That's great, do it, awesome, but it just, the way they handle Supergirl is what I'm hoping they avoid. I hope they handle Batwoman the way they should handle Batwoman, I really do.
Yeah, and that's the same problem I had with it. It's okay to have the message, and it's 100% accurate, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you come up there's plenty of women out there who can kick my butt in so many different things. Get your message across, don't shove it down our throat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's basically all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the message, just
absolutely.
don't keep repeating girl power. I mean, like I said, if we did
that was actually one of the episodes, wasn't it?
Yeah, they actually did that like 5 times the episode. But if we did an episode, there was another episode, and Oliver and Digger were like, "Man power."
Yeah.
Maybe screaming sexist.
Down with the man. Yeah, for sure.
So.
I don't know. But yeah, they need to tone that down a little bit, but you know they can still get that message across.
Yes, they can. They
through
can.
action instead of words. That's, I think, the best way to get a message.
Yeah,
across,
exactly.
Personally. So yeah, do that.
Batwoman doesn't have to scream girl power after snapping some dude's arm and carrying him off to jail. She doesn't.
Exactly.
We get it. You're a badass.
Yeah.
We don't. You don't need to.
Exactly.
You don't need to force it.
Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of other options there.
Messages need to be done organically. But yeah, so like I said, a ton of DC movies. Last bit of news is we are getting a Green Lantern Corps reboot.
That's the one, yes.
Series, and apparently it's going to be a police drama, a space police drama series. So they're going to handle it like a police show aspect.
Which
of it.
I am thoroughly excited about.
I've always been a fan of Green Lantern. I've always been a fan of the character. But he is essentially a space police officer, and the fact that they're going to go this route, really, it's like, okay, yeah.
It's showing a bit of a different side to it than what we normally see from the comics, the movies, and everything like that.
Yeah,
it's always, Earth's in danger. No, this is going to be happening, up and about.
I just hope they get Nathan Fillion to play. They've got to get him as Hal Jordan. I feel like he is the perfect character, especially for a show. Now, if this was a movie, I mean, everybody can hate on Ryan Reynolds all they want. He was a pretty good Hal Jordan. But I think Nathan Fillion would make this role, like, perfect.
Well, he's got the perfect name for it to go into it anyway, into the show biz and everything. Nathan, he's the man. But, what I would like to see on this, what I would like to see from the series itself, is almost a kind of cross between the serious moments and Police Academy.
Yeah.
That would make my day.
Yeah,
there was plenty of humor stuff in there.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, and do kind of like a Men in Black kind of.
Yeah. Police Academy meets Men in Black would just be perfect.
Yeah.
I would really enjoy something like that, and I think a lot of people would, because that's how do you go wrong with aliens and humor?
Yeah.
So yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah. Alright guys, that's all the time we got for this one today. If you like this video and you want to see more, please click that thumbs up and please click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you want to know anytime me and Nathan actually upload videos, please click that bell icon. YouTube's been really weird and it's not been giving notifications out anytime we've uploaded. But that's all the time we got for this one, and we will see you guys next time.
See you guys.